Hey, welcome to this tutorial for the ukulele play-along videos of You Can't Hurry Love as recorded by the Supremes. This video is going to first of all show you how to play the chords on GCEA soprano concert tenor ukulele. Then we'll talk about the chords on baritone DGBE ukulele, and then we'll talk about strumming, which is a pretty complicated pattern on this one. If you want to support the work in this channel, there are three things you can do. Number one, you can like the video. Second, you can subscribe to the channel. And third, you can always buy me a cup of coffee to say thank you for making this content at www.buymeacoffee.com/UkeStuff. So let's begin with the chords needed for soprano, concert, or tenor GCEA ukulele. The first chord is the C chord, then the F chord, then the E minor chord, the A minor chord, the D minor chord, the G chord, and a G7 chord. All pretty standard chords. Perhaps the E minor is the most challenging of those. It's one of my favorite chords. First finger on the first string, second fret, and the other two fingers just cascade down. I leave the fourth string open. You can play that as a four-finger chord, but you don't need to on reentrant tune GCEA ukulele. If you're playing a linear tune, which would be a low G GCEA ukulele, you might want to use the other E minor chord where you're using all four fingers, but on reentrant GCEA it works really well. Now let's talk about baritone ukulele. On baritone ukulele, we'll begin with the C chord, then the F chord. Now, if the F chord is giving you some problems, there are some things you can do. First of all, the actual physical characteristics of the instrument. The action, string height over the frets at the first fret should be no higher than 0.5 millimeters, and the action at the 12th fret should be no higher than 2.75 millimeters. So if your action is too high, you should watch some videos and figure out how to set that, or bring your instrument to a luthier. It'll make your life much easier playing bar chords. Now, to make the bar chord, put your first finger across strings 1 and 2 right above the metal first fret, pull against the fretboard, then add 2 fingers for support. I am pulling, not pinching. There's no pinching going on here. The thumb is just adding support. So whether or not I use my thumb or not, you can play the F chord if you're pulling against the strings. That is allowing leverage to play it for you rather than, really causing so much tension with your hand. And you don't even have to focus that closely on like where your knuckle is and all those other things with a bar chord. It's mainly using leverage to help you make that chord. Then we've got the E minor chord, the A minor chord, C chord with an extra finger, right? D minor chord, the G chord, and the G7 chord. And those are the chords you need to play You Can't Hurry Love as recorded by the Supremes on baritone DGB ukulele. Now let's talk about strumming. As it comes to strumming, there are 3 rules. It might be really hard to play this song in a way that matches perfectly with what the Supremes did, especially since there was no ukulele in the original recording. So here are the 3 rules. First of all, you play the right chord at the right time. Second, you keep a steady tempo. And third, whatever you play, you try to make sure that it matches with the style of music. So if you just want to play single chords on this song, you can, just changing the chords when it changes. If that's your level of playing, go for it. Now, I've been playing with this one a bit, and the pattern that I've found that I'm hearing is tricky. It's down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, up. But it's really fast, and it really flies in the song. I'm not sure if the timing is quite right there. I can't sing along with it or play on it, or else this video becomes demonetized. So as a result, I can't remember right off the top of my head as I'm playing along with those chords in that sequence whether that's the right time on each chord, but the pattern is right. And if the chord changes, you keep the pattern going while you change the chord. So the pattern just sort of keeps going through this whole song. Bum 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 ba da 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 bum 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 ba da 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 da. Really intense. It's going to take some practice. I mess it up occasionally too. It's okay. It's a cover. You're having fun. You're playing along. That's what matters. Find what works for you as long as you work within those rules. All right, thanks so much for joining for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.